Welcome to the last episode about fountain modeling. In this episode I will show you how to light a scene and add environmental elements to it and take a screenshot for your portfolio. First, we create landscape. I move it slightly so that the lines creating the landscape did not intersect at our fountain. After adding the area under the fountain, we adjust it so the fountain is slightly sunk into the ground. Then we open Quixel Bridge. I decided to choose desert assets from the Canyon of Utah collection because they match the colors and style of the fountain. We add sand material to the project just like we did the flowers in the previous episode. We drag the material to the landscape material location. You can easily notice that the tiling of our texture is too small. Changing the tiling to 0.08 did the trick and the texture is now visible. I thought it would be nice to add displacement to this material to bring out the details. Unfortunately, in the current version of Unreal, it is not that easy and you have to use adding lines to the Unreal files. However, if you would like to achieve this effect, please refer to Lone Wolf's guide. The link is in the description. I also use this guide when creating my own tutorial. If you want to see the finished displacement effect, skip to minute 350. When I'm satisfied with the results obtained on the floor, I enter Quixel Bridge, open the Canyons of Utah collections and start downloading the stones and vegetation assets that interest me. Now that we have added our assets to the project, we can throw some of them into the scene for an overview. I duplicated the inserted wall and rotated it a bit to close the frame. Now we can start preparing the lighting. Remove all things related to light except experimental height fog and directional light, although we are disabling the latter for now. Now from the Lights tab we add HDR Backdrop. After adding Backdrop, we increase its size to see our surroundings. Personally, I aim more at desert lighting, so I need to change the HDR of the sky. I recommend the HDRI Haven website. There are many different types of high-resolution HDRI maps. The link to the website is in the description. After adding our sky to the project, we move it to the cube map place in the HDR Backdrop settings. Now our surroundings and lighting have changed and look more like a desert. I turn on and test the behavior of directional light in combination with HDR Backdrop, but in my opinion directional is not needed. I start looking for a frame and a side from which I would like to present the fountain, and I duplicate the stone walls. Right now I'm thinking about the angle of the light. I would like the sun to emerge from above the rock walls. Then we go to the experimental height fog settings and turn on the volumetric fog. We remember to always manipulate the scale and rotation so our surroundings do not look like a copy and paste. Once we have the background added, we can start adding smaller assets to the scene that will connect the foreground and the background. I'm starting to feel how I would like to present the fountain in the screenshots, so I'm making some minor lighting adjustments. Once this is done, I add a camera and place it where I would like to take the photos. After adding the camera, I'm more aware of what the final photo will look like, so I start making adjustments to the layout of the environment. I remove some things and move some. From now on, there will be less commentary and I will use the tools shown earlier to prepare the scene for the final photos. As I was working, I noticed that the water leaking from the fountain was too visible, so I went into the sprite setting from which the particle is made, slightly darkened it, and continued working. Now we switch to foliage mode. Select the paint option, select the vegetation we are interested in, adjust the brush parameters and paint some places. Once the vegetation is done, I put the final touches to the fog. After making corrections, we enter the camera settings and start manipulating post-process parameters. If we are satisfied with the results, click on the three bars in the upper left corner of the viewport and open High Resolution Screenshot. We enter the multiplier we are interested in and click Capture. We make sure what the resolution of our photos is and take as many of them as we want to include in the portfolio. If everything went according to the plan, you should now have some screenshots ready to upload to ArtStation. If you liked the course, subscribe for more.